Hello everyone, this is Jag. Well, in this video, I'm going to cover 10 seed starting hacks that you must know. Now, if you're a long-time subscriber, you might already know a lot of these hacks from my videos. It'll be a good reminder. However, if you're a new subscriber, get ready to get your mind blown. So let's get started. Hack number 1, pre-soaking your seeds in water before planting. Now, it works really well if you're directly seeding your seeds outside in your garden. Add the desired seeds in a cup and then fill the cup with water. You can soak your seeds for 12 to 24 hours and the seeds will get softened and they will germinate much quicker. Now you can also use hydrogen peroxide to soak your seeds as well, and you have to use a proper dilution rate to do so. Now I use a 3% hydrogen peroxide, which is also a very common hydrogen peroxide available to purchase as well. Now the proper ratio to use hydrogen peroxide to soak your seeds is 8:1. 8 parts water to 1 part hydrogen peroxide, which is 2 cups of water to 1/4 cup of hydrogen peroxide, which also comes out to be 50 milliliters of hydrogen peroxide to half a liter of water.
The makeup of hydrogen peroxide is H2O2 and it decomposes into water and oxygen. Hydrogen peroxide is non-toxic. It is approved by EPA to be used outdoors and its byproduct is water, and it's available in grocery stores and pharmaceutical stores.
Now, hydrogen peroxide is really good to disinfect your seeds. It prevents bacteria and fungus from growing, which prevents your seeds from rotting. Now, hydrogen peroxide also helps to soften the outer shell of the seeds and helps you germinate the seeds much faster. Seeds love moisture and humidity to grow, especially the leafy greens such as lettuce and spinach, and also the herbs like cilantro. So, number 2, use a spinach container like this to grow your seeds to maintain humidity and germinate your seeds much faster. Fill the spinach container halfway with growing medium, sow the seeds in the spinach container, water, and then cover with the lid. The clear spinach container lets the light in, and it also keeps a really high amount of humidity inside the container. And you can also stack up these containers on top of each other to save space and grow lots of seedlings right next to your door or window. Number 3, use biodegradable containers to grow your seeds. Now I use these peat barks to start my seedlings. Now you can use these to actually transplant your seedlings directly in the garden, just like this, and this will help to prevent transplant shock. You can also use toilet paper rolls, paper towel rolls, or even eggshells to grow your seeds too. Just cut the toilet paper rolls in half and paper towel rolls in quarters. Place them in a tray and then fill them with growing medium. When seed starts to grow in the toilet paper rolls, you can transplant the entire toilet paper roll into your garden without having any transplant shock. Now, some of you might be concerned about the chemicals in the toilet paper roll. Now, I made a separate video on chemicals in cardboard and paper in which I address all your concerns. So check that out after watching this video. I'll leave a link in the description. In my experience, eggshells are a little too small to start growing your seedlings. They work to grow certain types of seedlings such as peas and beans, which are really quick to grow, so you can transplant them outside right away. Number 4, filling your trays without making a mess. And to do so, I use a big tote like this, and I keep my growing medium inside this tote. Now this is where this big tote comes in handy. I just place my seed starting tray right in there, and then I scoop all the seed growing medium right in the tray. And any excess growing medium just goes right into the tote. This way I don't spill any growing medium. I just use my hand to distribute the growing medium evenly in all the cells and scrape away all the excess growing medium. Number 5, adding a layer of coconut coir right on top of your trays, and I'll tell you why that is important. When your trays are ready for seeding, make a hole in each cell, drop the seed in there, and then press with some sort of a bottle. Now this will make sure the seed is in contact with the most amount of growing medium and it will not dry out. And then add a thin layer of coconut coir right on top of each cell. When the tray has enough moisture in each cell, it will be clearly visible with coconut coir. And right when the cells start to dry out, the coconut coir dries out and turns light brown, and that's an indication to water again. This way your seedlings will not rot in excess moisture and you will know when to water next. Now, I would like to mention that I try to pack as much information as I can into a really short amount of time in my videos so that I don't take any more of your time. So if you're liking the content so far, consider subscribing and turn on the bell notifications. Number 6, water your seedlings with lukewarm water. When the seeds are trying to germinate, they love the warmth, and seedlings love the warmth to grow into strong seedlings as well. So provide lukewarm water when watering your seedlings, about 100 degrees Fahrenheit or 38 degrees Celsius. Now this does wonders to keep your seedlings warm, especially when you don't have heat mats. Number 7, bottom watering. Now this comes in really handy if you're using heat mats, because heat mats tend to dry out the growing medium rather quickly because of all the heat generated by the heat mats. So if you fill the bottom of the tray up to halfway with water, guess what the water does? It has really good thermodynamic properties. It takes a long time to heat up, but also takes a long time to cool down as well. The water helps to keep your seedlings warm, and the water also gets absorbed by the growing medium all the way up, so you don't have to provide water from the top. Now, if you're going to do bottom watering, it's a good idea to provide lukewarm water to your trays as well, so that your heat mats don't have to work as hard. Number 8, transplant your seedlings. Now, if you have too many seedlings growing in each of these trays, you can just take them out bare root and transplant your seedlings. Don't thin your seedlings and throw away the seedlings.
So what I do is I leave the strongest one alone. And then I take the ones that are shorter or smaller. And I take them bare root, just like that. I'm going to create a space in there. It's very important to create the space so that we don't break the roots or the plants while putting the plant in there. The plant should just be able to just drop in there, just like that. And then you can just press around the plant gently so that all the soil or the growing medium is in touch with the roots.
I've been doing this over many years. I can attest that this does work and you will get a lot more plants. Number 9, provide natural sunlight for your seedlings. And this is how I do it. Now I grow my seedlings on this movable shelf right next to a window in my garage. And they get proper amount of sunlight to start growing. Now since I have all of my seed growing trays on this movable shelf, on the days it's nice and sunny outside, I just move my entire shelf out in the sun. And all of my seedlings enjoy natural sunlight. This way I don't have to spend money on artificial lighting. At night, I just move the entire tray back into the garage. Number 10, use light reflection. If you don't have too much sunlight coming through your windows, you can reflect sunlight using a cardboard box and aluminum foil. You can take a cardboard box, line it with aluminum foil, and aluminum foil will reflect the light. And you can put even a shelf in there to have multiple layers and put the box right on the windowsill next to a window. These hacks will make your life much easier. Now, if you want to know more about how to achieve over 97% germination rate, check out the video right here, and I'll see you in another video.